Hello and welcome to By Moonlight, a short little, I guess, comedic and mystery visual novel I found on itch.io, and I think it's on Steam as well. By was it? Oh, I forgot the developer's name. What was it? Hyped Sugar? Something about that. Well, in fact, I could just press here. Boop. What did it say? By Sugar Hype, not Hype Sugar, and Sugar Hyped. And a bunch of these people as well, I guess, are voice actors? I actually opened the game before, and I don't know how much voice acting there is. I don't know all the lines of voice, but I think it's a bit like Danganronpa style, where people say a few lines, but otherwise, well, let's see. We'll see. As the moon becomes a full eclipse again, we can start the game. All right. Boop. You're staring down at your phone screen to make sure that the Uber driver doesn't try to kidnap you. Maybe it's just because of your profession, but you've always been the paranoid type. Okay. It's a dark and stormy night. What a cliche. It's painfully obvious that it's raining because there's a leak in the roof of the car. It occurs to you that you forgot an umbrella, but you don't have enough cash to spare a trip home and back again. Oh, oops. The car screeches to a halt at what you presume to be your destination. You have a credit card or something? I don't know, can you like tap it? I don't know how. Actually, I've never been in a Uber technically. Like, isn't it like basically like a taxi, right? But like it's for an app. I don't know. It's no wonder they hired a paranormal investigator. You've been to plenty of weird places, but this one screams haunted. You see some lights on and assume or hope that the client is home. The rain is pretty hard. Should you make a run for it or play it cool? Okay, we have choices. You do choices. Can I save? Click save. You have a little ghost cursor. Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can see it on OBS. How about, I don't know. How about we ellipses the driver? What happens then? Like, we can run? I guess we can run away from that one? I don't know why. I guess we can't pay for the trip back. Or fake it? I don't know what do you mean by that. What do we just say nothing? Like a silent protagonist. Well, we're not really that silent, are we? It's you! Or is it me? Or is it you? Is it just me? Or is the rain coming down even faster? The more you watch the raindrops fall on the window, the more you want to stay in the car. Yeah, you don't want to go outside. Because, I mean, yeah, we didn't bring an umbrella. Your eyes follow each trail of water, and you're starting to reconsider taking the job. The driver notices your hesitation. ... Ellipses. If you want, I'll give you a ride back for free. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. No problem. She smirks. Just don't forget to give me 5 stars, yeah? Because, yeah, if I heard correctly, yes. I mean, again, I don't know much about Uber. I've never been in an Uber, but as far as I know, it's kind of like independently contracted drivers acting like, taxi drivers. And you gotta give them the 5 stars or else. If they don't get the 5 stars, don't get a review, they're not gonna get more jobs. I guess we're just gonna go home. Normal end. Rain, rain, go away. We just went home. Ah yes, the classic just go home. The go home ending. We don't even do anything. We just stay under our blankets and watch anime. Anyway, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back and do something else. What happens if we just run? I mean, it seems like a little rude, but I don't know why we were running. Or, well, what happened here? Storms are a pain. It's kind of like continuing, even though I didn't pick a choice. Weird. Oh, I guess I'm making, I guess, like, what was it? This was the rain, because I don't know. I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together because I guess it's just the rain that we're trying to run through. I mean, I guess that's an option. That's always an option, I guess. Oh, it's kind of uncomfortable because I tried running in the rain once in a rainstorm. I had a bunch of water in my eyes. I guess, or you can fake it. I don't know what fake it. What do you mean by faking it? Let's just run. Can you run? No? Oh, weird. A little glitchy, I feel like. Try again. Let's just load. I guess maybe that dialogue that came in somehow. I don't know. Idle dialogue. Run like hell. Okay, yeah. Okay, that was weird. I feel like this game might be a little bit glitchy, but anyway. Storms are pain. The driver looks at you with what you can only assume is contempt. I guess, maybe. They did give us a free ride back home, though, if we wanted. Oh, good luck. Ooh, transition. As soon as the car door opens, you take off running. While you were aiming for a sprint, your legs aren't nearly as fast as you anticipated. You try to not let your physical weakness get your self-confidence down. You look up. The door seems larger up close than it seemed from the SUV. You raise your hand to knock on the Nini. You see some tendrils of smoke creep out from the door, but honestly, you don't want to know where it's coming from. You hesitantly raise your head. Yes, I guess that's the voice acting. Grr. I don't know. Well, what do you want? You stammer slightly. I'm the paranormal investigator you hired? Yeah, I guess I didn't say this in the beginning, but the synopsis, not a synopsis, the premise, I guess, is the fact that we're a paranormal investigator and we investigate stuff, right? And that's why we're going in this haunted house. We're gonna solve some mysteries, maybe. You think to yourself that he gives off an intimidating aura. What could possibly scare him into calling you? Unless he has fire ears. You're starting to reconsider if taking the job was a good idea. Seba, down. Don't scare them off like that. It was hard enough getting anyone to come on such short notice. You think that you heard him whimper, and a thought briefly crosses your mind that he seems like a puppy? I guess he's a doggo. I'm sorry. I thought you were the mailman. You laugh and stretch your arm to pet his head. Pet. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The woman who calmed Seba down is looking at you doubtfully. Are you really a paranormal investigator? You don't look like one. No, you look like I guess a witch? Well, I don't know if this is a witch's hat in particular, but it reminds me of one. You snap back to reality. Of course I am. You hurriedly rummage through your backpack for your license. Okay. Super official paranormal investigator. Can I, let's press that button. You can look at the thing over here. You have a lucky sweater. And all these are joke answers, I guess. We have no name, apparently. Maybe we're gonna write that name. Especially relating to ghosts. Watch Ghostbusters. That's our experience. That's our resume. And rating: Ghosts, Ice Cream, and Sun. Wow. And a birthday, we would like gift cards. And pricing: $5 for a will-o-wisp. Is that spelled correctly? Is there an H in wisp? I don't know. Maybe. $170 for a banshee. Duels are $20 to $100, and open to others. And you have some ketchup or strawberry jam on a card. After all, you are the renowned. What was your name again? The default name is Aiden. I guess. Oh yeah, we can put our name there. I'm gonna put Aiden. That's fine. I guess, I don't know, you could put any name in there. You could put, I don't know. Kawaii Chat. No, okay, I can't think of a good name. I can't think of a good joke name or anything. I just put Aiden. I mean, I don't know. In a lot of like games that let you to put your name on the character, I feel like It was from it was like a silent protagonist, and it's from first person. You know, that maybe you put like a custom name, like even my name. You like, well, in general, yeah, you put your name, your own name. But I feel like our character here, our protagonist, already has their own character, has their own like identity. So I'd rather just have them be their own character. I don't know, but yeah. Hayden, is it?
My bad.
Okay, again, some little ice. Again, like I booted up the game a little bit before. Yeah, sometimes just characters just say little small lines, very similar to Danganronpa, or I don't know what other games do that, where it's kind of like they don't like voice act the entire line. They just like say small little like clips, I guess. You know, just to give you like an idea of what they would sound like. You know, give you like a little like prompt of imagination, if you could call it that. But anyway, my goodness, I was worried that we brought in a wrong person. You glance down at your soggy clothes and try to hide your embarrassment. She gives you a warm and reassuring smile. Many apologies for the misunderstanding, Aiden. My name is Joan. Joan? You give her a slight nod. I look forward to looking with you, I guess. Looking with you? I guess for the ghosts, or whatever the problem is. She gestures for you to come inside, and you follow her lead. You can smell the faint aroma of coffee. You're about to ask Seba if you could have some, but he's cowering in the corner. It looks like he wants to ask you something and is nervously tapping his foot. Okay, another choice. I guess there's many choices we can make. Is a visual novel after all? I mean, being an investigator, we gotta be as curious as we can be, right? So, ask him what's wrong. Seba, is something bothering you? His ears perk up and looks to the side shyly. I was just wondering what you are. Oh. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can choose what we are. That's the perfect choice, I feel like. We're human. Oh, I'm sorry if I was being rude or anything. I just want to call you something bad. Joan shakes her head. No, you did a good job, Seba. Gotta treat them with courtesy, since they are doing us a huge favor after all. Speaking of which, he coughs awkwardly. We called you here today for a certain problem. Give her a questioning look. She sighs. Maybe it would just be faster if we brought him out. Who? Joan walks quickly into the other room and returns with a hulking figure at her side, following her hand for guidance. Okay? You feel the urge to scream, but your voice catches in your throat. Well, he's, I guess, a person without a head, or, well, a flame head. You quickly turn away in disbelief. The headless being waves awkwardly. Joan interjects. Okay, so this might be a bit of a lame case, but Hans here lost his head and we want your help in getting it back. Excuse me? Joan stares at you blankly. You are a paranormal investigator, are you not? Investigator of the paranormal, not for the investigator for the paranormal. But we have already wired the money to your PayPal. You gotta do the job, you know. You ruin your reputation if you don't do it. Seba shakes his head gravely. Seeing his head walk around aimlessly, that just isn't right. He looks towards you, pleadingly. He's a good person, I swear. A bit eccentric, but it's a good cause. You're considering your options. Are you seriously going to look for the head of a headless horseman? Well, are we? This is our job, right? Well, I guess not. It's not in our job description. Technically. You know, maybe we don't have what it takes, you know? How are we gonna find a head in this house anyway? Let's just go back to our minimum wage job. Bye! Ha! There's no way I'm sticking around here. I became a paranormal investigator for an easy living, not for actual work. It's not very good way of thinking. I'd rather watch neat flicks, apparently, than stick around with, let's see, a stray, an old hag, an old hag, that old? Lol, I'm out of here, see ya, suckers. How do you think you just waltz out of, you cut it off with a smirk. I know I can waltz out of here easily. Haha, I literally do the waltz. That's it, that's the game. Amazing. Once again, we solved the mystery. Or did we? I don't know. Okay, I guess there's just lots of joke endings. Where you just solve nothing. You just go home. Again! Again, a great option. The go home option. But of course we can't just do that. You gotta do something else. Well, obviously we gotta get money. We gotta get paid. Gotta get the bread. You heave a sigh. Oh, okay. I feel like this game's a little glitchy. Alright. A little glitchy. You heave a sigh. Well, you seem like decent people, so I'll give it a shot. Fantastic. Let's seal the deal on a handshake. This is totally not a blood contract. Her hand feels warm, or maybe it's just because you're out in the rain. You give a slightly relieved smile. At least the rest of you are normal. Seba gives you a confused look. Who said that we're normal? He gestures towards Joan. She's a witch, obviously. Huh, I guess, yeah. I was right. He turns back towards you. And I'm a hellhound? Well, to be more accurate, a fox hellhound hybrid. But I thought this was established already. You take a step backwards. I thought you were, I don't know, cosplaying? I thought you were just weebs going to a dress-up party? Joan looks at you with complete disdain. What kind of person does that in their own home? Oh, I don't know. You laugh nervously. I mean, sometimes you want to cosplay at home, maybe? I don't know. You'd be getting ready to take pictures. Post it online. Okay, it was great meeting you and all. One monster I can handle, but three? That's just not happening. Unless... Seba gives you puppy dog eyes. Yeah, I'm out of here. Joan shrugs slightly. That'll be my guess. You grab the handle and... Oh, what? It's not opening? Oh, we could have left before. Oh, but that turns out that handshake was a contract. I was just joking. But I guess we are stuck here. You see, as a witch, the handshake of ours kind of made a spirit contract, so... You can try all you like, but that door won't budge. Forcing me into a contract without me knowing, isn't that like... I don't know... legal? Well, are there witch laws? Oh, it is. In most states, not in this one though. Oh. You know, the economy, you know? Seba nods his head thoughtfully. Yeah, with the economy. The economy has nothing to do with it though. You take a deep breath and breathe out. So, if I find the head with this Hans guy, I'm free from the contract, right? Pretty much, yeah. His ears perk up suddenly. Oh right, I almost forgot. He barrels out of the room and returns almost immediately with a bag in hand. Joan made this for you. He hands you a lightweight black satchel, which avoids eye contact bashfully. It wasn't like for you, per se. Oh, are you sure? I'm pretty sure these are my initials. Oh, he just made it just then? Or at least put her name... put their name just then or something? I don't know. She clears her throat. Well, let's just say that you might need to take some precautions around some of our residents here. And that I don't want you dying prematurely. Oh, we can die? You give her a curious look. Or at all, for that matter. Okay, look, don't you have somewhere to be already? Saba gives a short laugh. Joan doesn't exactly wear her heart on her sleeve, but she really does have good intentions, trust me. Joan makes an incredulous look, but he continues. Basically, this bag has some items that will probably come in handy when you're first getting to know people around here. If you want to know anything, just ask us, yeah? You glance down at the bag, then back at Joan. Got it. Where to start? Okay, ask some questions. The little buttons aren't hard to press. You know, the hitbox, I feel like, is... Or maybe it's because the ghost cursor is messing me up. Yeah, maybe it's that. I can't tell where exactly I'm pointing at the ghost cursor. Anyway, any precautions? How much time? What are you? I guess we'll just ask the questions in order. I can only assume we can ask all these questions. Do I need to take any precautions around you two? Joan, he's a melodramatic sigh. Oh, I get it. It's because you think we're all monsters, huh? Well, you're like anime monsters, so you're probably mostly harmless for the most part because you're like humanized and everything. It's kind of hard to make you into villains unless the writer wants to make you into a villain, you know, and then the contrast of making human-like monsters into actual monsters, you know, shocks the viewer. But anyway, we're human too, you know. I guess, well, I don't know how that works. Human in the sense, like you're sentient beings, or human as in you're like, you were born human? You aren't sure if you were actually being offensive until she cracks a smile. Well, jokes aside, I came to greet you as Saba because my work area is pretty close by. Whenever I see Saba, I think Seba as in like Saber from Fate's Day Night. But it's not the same Saba. She pauses. And because, well, Seba's a good boy. You don't even have to turn around to know that Seba is wagging his tail excitedly. I wonder, how much time do we have? By the way, how long do I have for the job? I don't know. It depends on how long you're willing to stay in a haunted mansion. He pauses. Well, ideally, you'd be done by morning. After all, most of us are nocturnal here. You think to yourself that you might need to get some coffee after all. Too much caffeine will make you crash. Should I ask about... What are you monsters? Sorry if this is a bit rude, but what are you guys again? Well, I'm a witch, okay, so I guess that, Oh, okay. Semi-human. Animation there. Why do I feel like I just got interrupted? Oh, I want to be interrupted too. Bam! Stray fox, apparently. Stray fox, semi-human. Joan looks like she wants to go back to sleep. You pause for a second, realizing the most important question. Wait, where should I go now? You are trying to ask Joan, but Seba immediately jumps in front of you. Oh, I know. He lifts his nose up and closes his eyes. He looks incredibly focused. You think back to all those documentaries where dogs would follow a trail by scent alone. But he's more like a fox, right? Well, I guess a dog fox? Do foxes have a good sense of smell? I mean, we know dogs do, but what about foxes? I don't know. Without realizing it, you lean forward in anticipation. He sneezes and turns back towards you, apologetically. Achoo. It's allergy season. Maybe you should just wander around and hope for the best. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna do. Now, who knows where you are at this point? Clearly you don't. You walk aimlessly in circles a couple of times without seeing any living or undead before eventually finding a long hallway. No living nor non-living. You hear the sound of bones rattling. Skeleton? In the distance you see the small frame of someone bent over on the ground. The closer you approach to the figure, the more you realize that rather than being someone who's made of skin and bones, the person you're looking at is in fact a skeleton. You try to hide your surprise so you don't seem rude. The skeleton sighs and tells you what a nice day it is outside, and then music starts playing. Just where did Saber throw it this time? You appear to be searching for something, or they appear to be searching for something, but become aware of your presence nonetheless. Did Jones send you to? The skeleton shakes her head. Regardless, I could really use an extra set of eyes right now. Would you mind helping me out? You think to yourself that after you decompose, you'll become a skeleton too. Yeah, we all have skeletons inside ourselves. Who's really controlling us? Who's really controlling our bodies? A skeleton just waiting to burst out. Anyway, maybe you should help them out in case you run into them later. So lend a helping hand or shed some light? I mean, I guess both of them are helping them out. What do they ask? Like, what was Skeleton looking for? I mean, in the picture, they're wearing glasses. You would imagine, like, you know, it tends to be that when someone's searching for something on the ground, it's like their contact lens or something, but not wearing contact lens. In fact, wait, you're not supposed to have eyes, are you? I don't know. He's wearing a weird transparent shirt, too. Anyway, lend a helping hand, as in we take off our hands. My eyes might not be that good, but an extra set of hands could work too, right? The skeleton's eyes, or lack thereof, light up. Yeah, how's that work? That would be fantastic. You feel the bony fingers wrap around your hand in what you assume to be gratitude, but you have a bad feeling in your stomach. Yes. A left hand in such a good condition is just what I was looking for. Nani? Okay, well, I guess he just rips off our hand and we die bleeding out. Skeleton, well, you live with all these monsters, you think this skeleton person would have enough common sense to not do that. I guess we're dead. Somehow. Let's not do that. Let's just shed some light. Have some light. You rustle through your new bag and pull out the flashlight. You flip it on and point it in the direction of the skeleton. I guess you would call this a light bulb moment? You sweat nervously. Back home, your jokes typically fall flat. You're about to apologize for making a pun, but you hear their bones rattle with laughter. You don't have any lungs though, how do you do that? Anyway, the skeleton literally cracked a smile. That would be fantastic. Forgive me for, like, you know, murdering you in that other timeline. Anyway, you pan the flashlight around your immediate surroundings until half of a bony left arm is brought into view. The skeleton's eyes, or lack thereof again, light up. They quickly grab the appendage and fix it to their left elbow socket. So I guess that's what they were looking for. Flexing their hand a couple of times to make sure it is in good condition. The skeleton grins. Well, thanks for illuminating the answer to my problem. You stifle a laugh. I guess I'm a bit bright at times. The skeleton wanted to follow up with another pun, but seems to be at a loss and switches topics. And I just noticed, you know, the bad end was a pun. We literally died from a pun. It coughs. It seems I've forgotten to introduce myself. My name's Meryl. Not Sands. Yeah. Anyway, I get the feeling I've just been vaguely insulted, but and you are? Hi then. Paranormal investigator at your service. You do a clumsy bow and hear rattling laughter again. Oh yeah, wasn't Sans a fond of puns as well? It's kind of like unfortunate. I don't know, maybe did this come up before or after of Mr. Sans? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's rare to find someone with good humor nowadays. Marrow pauses for a second before clapping their hands together with a sudden realization. Wait, paranormal investigator, you say? You must be the one helping out with hands. You give a tired laugh. Oh, that's me. Just your regular good old-fashioned headhunter. Give a slight sigh. Honestly, it would have been a lot better to know what you were getting into before signing a contract with a witch you barely know. I mean, sure, you finally get to encounter the paranormal, but this really wasn't the way you thought it was gonna happen. Or what you thought they were gonna be like. You look back up and see that Marrow is in deep thought. You know, I may not talk to Hans that often because he has a unique personality, but still, I care about him. After all, we are the only two people in this house who struggle with losing their heads occasionally. Harvey wants to question what Marrow's definition of people is, but you stop yourself since that'll probably be insensitive. Marrow's teeth start to chatter nervously. I may not be able to help much with searching, since I don't want to run into Saba intact, but, well, yeah, I guess. Well, dogs love their bones. Well, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help. Well, that means a lot, thank you. Where to start? More questions. Hans' personality? What do you mean by that? Well, what's weird about Hans' personality? What isn't weird about... Marrow clears her throat. I mean, well, he's a Dullahan, so the only special ability he has would be doing stuff without his head, but... I'm not sure if there's any other way to explain this, to be quite frank. He talks about sealed power in his arm, having a Dark Lord's eye, fighting a secret society. Oh, those people. A Chunibyo. It all started when he started watching those that did like anime. What do you call them? Those foreign kid cartoons? You stare into the distance with a deep sense of emptiness. It's fucking weebs. I mean, those are classic signs of Chunibyo. 8th grader syndrome. Anime. Disgusting. You say that you aren't into it, but who are you kidding? Your hair is pink. Is it pink? And there's a little pink here. I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe is it just my computer? I do have flux on, but the hair looks orange to me, you know, orange gradient with a little pink in the over here, but I don't know. You desperately want to switch topics. Let's move on, let's move on. I wonder, skeleton life? Were you always a skeleton? Were you always a human? Yes? No? Maybe? The skeleton gives a soft, raspy chuckle before looking down. Honestly, I don't remember anything before I was at this mansion. If I was happy, if I had a family, what I looked like. Am I decomposed human? Or was I just created this way? Or maybe my life was just that insignificant. You want to offer some consultation? But the words seem caught in your throat, yep. Marrow might physically just be a mass of bones, but you feel that they still have a heart. Sorry, I got way off track. Do you have any other questions? Any other questions? What should I ask about? What about your glasses? Why are you wearing glasses? Is it just fashion, or...? This isn't necessarily relevant, but why do you wear glasses if you're a skeleton? I mean, no offense, but you don't have eyes. I can see why you might think that, but... Marrow points towards the top of their skull excitedly. Also, you have no ears and no bridge, you know, so how those glasses fit on you in the first place? See that crack? Yes? It's lightning shaped, right? I mean, yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? Are you Harry Potter? Well, you see, Iris lent me some biography books. Iris. And in one of them, there's a famous wizard who has glasses and a lightning scar. Oh, I was right. Sometimes I make these jokes, but I was being sarcastic. Wow, that's so cool. Also, did you know wizards, when they poop, they teleport their poop away? Anyway, you don't have the heart to tell them that it's fictional. You wonder if this Irish person messes with Meryl frequently. Oh, before I forget, where did you last see Hans? Oh, let's see. I think he was heading to the library to look up sewing capes. But he's a very impulsive individual, so I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his mind somewhere along the way. You groan. Tracking down such an unpredictable person, question mark, is slowly becoming more and more of a pain. Mendokse. Meryl notices that you're distraught and hurriedly tries to lighten the mood. I might not know where Hans is, but I certainly know where the library is. Let's see. Meryl fiddles with her fingers, popping one part off and putting it back on again while lost in thought. Yes. I believe that if you continue straight down this hallway and knock on the right door a couple of times, it should get you there all in one piece. They give you a weak smile. A mystic library is growing more fickle with time, so be sure to follow directions properly, okay? You nod, picking up your bag, and set off in what you assume to be the right direction. Okay, we learn more and more about the people in this house. Very fancy house, look at this. The pillars. Just as instructed, you continue down the hallway. It's quite a long stretch, so you observe the details around you to pass the time. Cobblestone, marble. The floor materials seem to shift with every step you take, but maybe it's just your imagination? I mean, yeah, it seems like, especially in the beginning, yeah, when we're in Silo, it seems like more like a museum, you know? Museum/castle kind of place. Soon enough, you find a sequence of doors. Should we follow the skeleton's advice? You know, probably a good idea. You know, despite the fact that they killed us that one time, I can only assume. But don't worry about it, that was a different timeline. All their advice, I mean, they live here, right? So probably would be knowledgeable in that sense. Or we should just follow our instincts. That's a good idea, let's do that. Do skeletons have a brain? Who knows? So you decide to trust your own judgment. You decide to knock on the left door and... go blind. Oh. Didn't see that one coming. Literally. I guess we just die. It's a very dangerous house, isn't it? Even though they said that monsters, you know, they were saying like, you know, don't be judgmental towards monsters, and I guess that's sort of true. But at the same time, dangerous things happen here. Very dangerous. Let's follow the advice. Probably a good idea. You figure that if anyone knows what to do to get to the library, it'll be someone who lives here. After knocking on the right door, the middle door opens. Huh. What was the advice again? I forgot. What did Not Sans say? The skeleton that loves puns. That's totally Not Sans. Knock on the right door a couple times should get you there all in one piece. We're trying to go to the library, right? So we can open the door that we knocked or go through the door that just opened. I don't know. I have no idea. What's the correct choice? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, kasha taga bareto. If he does not let it go, then you... how's it go again? I forgot. Let's pick this one. You feel torn, but move towards the middle door since it's already unlocked. It's filled with darkness. Maybe it's an illusion. You step through only to realize there's no ground to step on. Oh, whoops. I guess we fell into Wonderland. But that's not where we want to go. So many deaths in this visual novel. More deaths than Fate Stay Night, I feel like. Well, the quick and painless deaths, however, or well, maybe not painless, but they're pretty quick. They're pretty quick. Let's go through the door that we knocked on. Let's go. You feel torn, but you hope that the right door is the right door. Your logic makes no sense. Also, the logic of like which door to go through also doesn't make sense that one time. You know, the choice we just picked. But anyway, regardless, you stick to your decision and nervously tug on the door in front of you. Or maybe it's because, you know, a door just magically being open just because you did something on another object. Maybe that is quite suspicious when you think about it. But I don't know. The whole place is like magical. I don't know what to believe. The swings open, thankfully revealing the library. You heave a sigh of relief and walk in. Library. Hans? Hello? Is anyone there? Woo? You're met by silence and laugh quietly to yourself. While you may be amazed at how many volumes of books there are on the first floor alone, where's the manga section? You don't want to spend too much time here if there are no leads. It would be pretty useful for investigation later, maybe. Neko. A cat. I'm scared. No, it's just a cat. Aren't you just a sweetheart? Meow. You kneel down and pet it gently. Pat, pat. It purrs and rubs against your hand. You notice a collar. Oh, what's your name? Lifting up the cat's head, you check name tag. It's smeared. Meow. The cat quickly slips from your grasp and dashes out of one of the library doors before you can react. Wait. Stumbling back to your feet, you chase after it, exiting through the same door. Okay. You aren't sure how far the cat managed to go, but you're hoping that it might lead you to someone or something important. You tripped on something, but with your super cool ninja skills, you don't fall down. You glance back, wondering what it was, only to see a dead body. Oh. A dead body? First a missing head, and now you have to solve a murder. Turns out this was a murder mystery. Or maybe not. Or maybe it's a zombie. Yeah, it's just a zombie. Don't worry about it. Who knows? You don't judge. You can't fully see who it is because they're face down on the floor. You look pretty pale. Are you okay? I feel faint. Would you like a tomato in these trying times? You throw a tomato at her, which she catches purely on reflex. She shakily brings it to her mouth and sucks out the juice, leaving behind the carcass of a vegetable, fruit, what are the things called again? He wipes the remains off of her face. Hey man, thanks for the help. I guess. You know, maybe that was the correct choice. So I'm gonna just save it here. Because I want to see what happens. I was thinking, throwing a tomato? That sounds dumb. Let's do that. And it was the correct choice? Let's help her get up. Are we gonna become a tomato instead? You decide to help her up. You bend down awkwardly and try to swing her over your shoulder, but feel a sudden burst of pain. Something trickles down your neck. What? Your vision grows blurry and you collapse on the ground in front of you. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to bite so hard. Are you okay? Hello? And we're dead. Finally, some good food. It's not memes. Not memes in this visual novel. I guess, yeah, that's what I thought. So instead of, like, if we didn't throw the tomato, we get tomatoed instead. Anyway. Go back. Well, let's go back to the timeline where we gave her a tomato instead. Hey man, thanks for the help. I thought I was a goner there. I guess I forgot to eat again. Wait, have I seen you somewhere before? I don't think... Oh my gosh, you're from that reality TV show about hoarders. It takes you a second to recover. I'm actually the paranormal investigator you guys hired. Her eyes widen. I swear I didn't do it. Do what? The murder. Officer, please don't arrest me. I have a family. My son just got into kindergarten. It was all for the kids, I swear. You what? She breaks into laughter and takes a little while to come back down. He wipes a tear from her eye. Oh man, that was a good one. You should have seen your face. I was just kidding. I know why you're here, officer, so just ask me whatever. Well, my favorite color is my favorite kind of food. Well, what's your name? Oh, I'm Iris, but if you want, I can also tell you about... Oh, that's okay. I think I can take over from here. Okay, so she's Iris. That's what Not Sans told us. Whoop. Hands. And then where do we get a tomato? Oh, actually from the bag, right? Because, well, we have a bunch of objects in our bag to help us survive. But, yeah. Hands. So, where do you think Hans is now? Well, probably the library, no? You shake your head. Oh, I was just there, and he was nowhere to be found. Oh, that nerd? Wasn't in the library? He looks disappointed. Man, we agreed to meet there to make him a new costume, though. I had to fix my... She cuts herself off. I mean, anything else you want to know? Okay. Tomatoes? Well, this is kind of off topic, but why do you eat your tomatoes in such a weird way? Well, obviously, if you can't tell from the bats, you know, bat hair decoration. I guess 2 dots on her neck as well. Yeah, I guess yeah, the trope is that a vampire turns other people into vampires. She stifles a laugh. Oh, because I'm a vampire? Lazy Fangs. Are these just nicknames now? Lazy Fangs? Anyone's hear that typewriter or... You try hard not to look surprised, but fail miserably. Wait. You're a vampire? Well, obviously. What do you think I was? You look down. A zombie? Iris won't stop laughing. I mean, vampires are undead, so... Should I ask about, capes? Do you have a cape? I thought vampires wore a cape, like Dracula. Dracula. She gives a long sigh. I'm all about the cape life, but... She looks down. Mine got too many stains, so... Huh. She seems embarrassed. Maybe switch topics? Well, I guess at this point, I'm just confused about where I should go. I mean, so far, my only lead was a bust. You stop talking midway as you spot the cat from earlier behind one of the columns. The two of you make eye contact, and it immediately starts running. I'm sorry, Iris. It was nice meeting you, but I've gotta run. Okay? You're already sprinting before she can finish the rest of her thought. We're just meeting all these weird people. At least, you know, relatively to like the rest of human society. Unless this world also has like just monsters in society, but I mean, I can only assume from Aiden's, you know, reactions, monsters aren't exactly normal. You're so focused on telling, or stop with the puns. The cat that you've lost track of where you are. Not only that, but the feline is nowhere to be seen. Drat. You start to wander off in the hopes of finding a familiar face. Meryl, Iris, Joan, even Saba would be a welcome sight right now. You continue to sulk as you meander around the mansion, until eventually you start to hear the very faint sound of someone singing. Your feet move unconsciously, and before you know it, you're standing in front of a large door. It has a rusted metallic finish and is slightly ajar. You keep looking for the cat, or we can listen to the siren. I mean, either we're gonna meet a new character, or we're gonna get a bad end. Keep looking for the cat, I don't know. Since when did curiosity kill the cat? Well, many times? You open the door carefully and the music swallows you whole. You find yourself moving forward involuntarily. The singing ends, and you can vaguely hear someone yelling for you to stop walking. But soon all you can feel is cold water, or is the cold water as it fills your lungs. Oh. Yep. Literally a siren. Siren's song. This place is very dangerous, isn't it? I was expecting, like, it's a comedic... The page said it was like a comedic visual novel, instead we're dying a whole bunch. This isn't funny at all. Anyway, keep looking for the cat. You shrug and pull out the earbuds that Joan packed for you, opting in for some of your own music while you look for the cat instead. You barely start to walk away when someone calls out to you. Okay. Oh, hold on. You pause and glance behind you to let them catch up. Hey, thanks for waiting for me. You're the paranormal investigator, right? Well, that's actually, well, the first time someone's guessed that right. Yes, I am. Well, it's nice to finally meet you. I'm sure that you're probably tired after wandering around the mansion for so long. Why don't I try to answer your questions before you ask? Mind over matter. I see no reason why not. Okay. Well, to start off with, my name's Myrrh, and I'm the resident siren. Idle. And I'm going to ignore whatever that just was. As for Hans, I heard some movement in the library earlier. I went inside to see if maybe he was rolling around, but there wasn't anyone there. And that's pretty weird. I went there earlier as well, but all I found was... Your stomach grumbles loudly, and Myrrh laughs softly. Oh. Maybe we should take a break from finding Hans to find you some food instead. You give an embarrassed nod. Maybe it's because he's a siren, but you feel so relaxed while walking with Myrrh. Instead of focusing on directions, you follow his lead and just keep up the conversation. Before you know it, you reach your destination and he waves goodbye, saying he'll catch up later after his workout. Well, he likes working out, I guess. You reluctantly say farewell before entering the kitchen. I guess, yeah, mind over matter. I guess that's what that means. He's a fitness nut. You walk in on Joan eating some cookies. Nom nom nom. Myrrh, please dry off. I hate mopping the kitchen. She quickly hides them behind her back. Long time no see. I was just looking for you. It's a very urgent matter. And that's great and all, but just curious. Why is he holding a balloon? Who? You're kidding, right? There's literally no one else in this room with a balloon. Joan claps her hands together in realization. Oh, you mean Hans. Winky face. Hans, headless bodies, staggers over awkwardly, hitting several chairs by accident along the way. I'm just curious, whose idea was it to draw a face on Hans' body's balloon? Mine, of course. She seems strangely proud about this. Also, it's rude to call him Hans' body. While Hans controls his body, it is also semi-sentient and kind of has a personality of its own. So to keep track, we call his body Buddy and the head Hans. Buddy? Oh, because Buddy, or Buddy, sounds like Buddy. It was Iris's idea. Good, right? You get the feeling that Joan and Iris collaborate on these sorts of things often. Okay, back to my initial question. Why does Buddy have a balloon to begin with? Oh, well, Buddy kind of gets anxious when Hans isn't around. So the balloon is meant as a placeholder, so he can feel like he's holding up a head. Buddy attempts to nod in agreement by waving the balloon head up and down. You nod back in support and your stomach growls loudly. Or maybe we should continue this discussion over food. You nod with more enthusiasm, and Buddy takes the opportunity to go back to doodling. Mi casa e tu casa. Yes, you. Our home is your home or something? I don't know. She brings the plate of cookies out once more and puts it on the counter. Joan continues to eat the cookies from before as you grab one for yourself. Wait, I see gullible. Wait, what? Okay, what is it? Is there like a... we can't see it. Maybe there's like a little thing where we look at something and it tells you to look up. I don't know. Continue, eats cookie. You grab cookie, eat cookie, bite cookie, chocolate melts in your mouth. You feel the tension leave your body with every piece you eat. Jo remembers something and finishes her last bite before dusting her hands off. I almost forgot what I initially meant to talk to you about. You give her a questioning look. The mansion is fairly large and, well, dangerous at times, so we know that now. So I was thinking. You swallow before responding. Yes? Well, it might be a good idea to get someone to help you with the investigation. keep in mind, everyone is equally capable. So base your choice on how much you like or can handle spending time with them, okay? Also, no one really does anything important around here, so you can pick whatever, or whoever. Okay. In that case, I guess I want to hang out with... Director's note, Saba and Meryl are a joint fruit, so if you click either, you get both. Lol. Saba and Meryl, okay? Kinda weird, that they're a joint group. Let me just save, I guess. Save. I guess we get to pick someone. We can pick, I guess, Buddy. I guess that's Hans's head. Spoilers, isn't it? Well, maybe not. Vampire. What is it? Like, Lazy Fangs, Semi-Human, Not Sans, and, actually, what was the nickname he got? I forgot his nickname. Oh well. Dagu. And Aido. Who do we pick? We also pick Hans. That's an interesting choice. We just pick Hans. I'll pick Buddy, or Hans's buddy, so Hans's body, so Buddy. Anyway. Who do I like the most? Well, I don't know. I don't know who I like the most. I like you. Alright, I'll text him to come over right now. He freezes. Hey, wait, me? Oh, I didn't stutter, right? Yeah, I don't know, I picked you because you're the most useful. You gave us like a bag that helps us survive, everything. Then again, you trapped us here, I don't know. Maybe, can I pick another person? Anyway, I didn't stutter, right? Oh, then I guess I'll be in your care. Buddy becomes impatient and drags the two of you over to the dining room table. Someone passing by found my head. They should be heading over soon, lol. Dark Lord. Buddy points at a piece of paper on the table excitedly. You read over the message fairly quickly, only to pause at the last line. I thought we were looking for Hans? Who's the Dark Lord? Is that Hans, or...? You hear Joan heave a sigh behind you. She rubs her temples. You can just, go ahead and ignore that. Hans changes his alter ego name every week or so. Eventually you get used to it. Dark Flame Lord of the underworld. Wait a second. The witch snaps her fingers in realization and a nearby bottle explodes. You immediately duck down. Well. Oh my gosh, my bad. Buddy dustes off a couple of glass shards and you stagger back up. Joan clears her throat. Anyways, what I was gonna say was, since we no longer have to look for Hans, why don't you take the time to hang out with your investigation partner? Well, that's you, isn't it? It's kinda weird. So the mystery's already over. You do realize that investigation partner refers to you, right? Joan seems to have just come to this conclusion and looks embarrassed. You just give me some time to get used to it.